Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Fee here, and I'm here to talk to you about another show review. So today we're gonna cover Netflix's, was really the CW's, but you know, Netflix kind of took this show over and we really only watch it on Netflix. Sorry, CW. But it is a CW show that is now on Netflix, and it is All American. So we love this show. Couldn't wait for season 2 to come out. So here's a quick recap. So we remember that season 1 left off with Corey, Spencer's dad. He was back and he was asking Grace, Spencer's mom, was Dylan his? That's first cliffhanger they left us with. The second one was Corey asking Spencer to leave Beverly and play for him at Crenshaw. And Coop was setting up Tyrone to go to jail. Well, she did set Tyrone up to go to jail. And the last thing, yeah, I got my notes down here. Billy admitted to Laura that him and Grace had an affair, which was back in the day. So he had moved out. That's how season 1 wrapped up. So season 2 picks up basically at the same place. However, they opened up with a Nipsey Hussle tribute. Shout out to them because that I fuck with them for doing that because it is a Crenshaw, California based show. And in the wake of Nipsey Hussle dying, that was very dope of them to put that tribute in there. They opened up with it. They opened up with the Nipsey song. They opened up with the wall that had Nipsey's mural on it. And then later on in episode 1, they did an actual visual for Nipsey Hussle, which was good. Good for me. I fuck with them for doing that. That was fucking dope. Let me just talk about what I do like about All American. All American kind of taps into everything because you're dealing with Beverly Hills and you're dealing with Crenshaw, people from Crenshaw. So you're getting both, the taste of both livelihoods. And we dealing with the toxic parents. We dealing with forgiveness and apologies. We're dealing with gentrification, racial profiling, snitching, jealousy, depression. Like, they were covering all their bases. I mean, they had to because it was like 15, 16 episodes in season 2. Maybe they should just make them joints an hour instead of 30 minutes, 35 minutes or whatever. Like, it was really like 16 episodes in season 2. Anywho, but I appreciate them like covering all the bases. Like, they cover all the bases because all that shit is really happening in the world right now, and I'm happy that they took the time to shed light on it and gave them their, each topic kind of had their own episode almost, like, yeah, basically. But anyway, I'm gonna get through it by talking main characters, and then of course the other characters will end up being in the mix, but it's way too many fucking characters on there to go character by character. So main characters, let go. So first, I'm gonna do Billy, get him out the way. So I think Billy too was kind of questioning if Dylan was his too, but he never like put it in the air like Corey did. But I like that they did the throwbacks to when Corey and Billy was like younger, to see the dynamic that they did have versus what they have going on right now. That was dope because you kind of never really knew like what's they beef, what's good with them besides Grace. I mean, but dudes do be hating other dudes over girls. Sorry, not sorry. Next, so he did move out because we ended the season 1 with that. He moved out, been living with his dad, you know, the man he don't even like, but he's been living with his dad or whatever. He ends up moving back in the house because Olivia ends up telling him that Jordan had a girl pregnant, and he thought the house was just out of order, and he wanted to come save the day. You know how the dads do. They come at the end. Whatever. However, he moves back, and they going through life. Then I appreciate the family going to therapy. They absolutely needed that because the kids was going through it. The parents was going through it. They absolutely needed therapy. However, I want to point out, like, is that a rich people thing? Because in Crenshaw, Spencer and his family definitely needed to go to therapy, but they did not put them in therapy. They only put the Bakers in therapy. I think they kind of shined the light on that as well, because a lot of people on that show needed therapy, we being honest here, and everybody didn't get it. I see what y'all doing. I see the underlinings. I see it. Billy then covers for Asher. We speed up. Billy covers for Asher and his steroid use, and they ended up suspending him because Asher, clearly, as he should, because Asher was definitely a fuck up. Let's be fucking honest. Asher was dealing with being the poor white kid. I mean, he wasn't even poor. Let's just be honest here. That wasn't even nothing to be like stressed out about, but he was. So Billy takes the rap for him. Asher finally tells the truth. So then they suspend Billy and try to go through all this hoopla about, oh, we need to do investigation and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Billy found his balls and quit, which he should have, because he did a lot for that team. And honestly, let's be fucking real, they wouldn't have won without him. I mean, when he was suspended, they were lost. So there's that and that. What else happened with Billy? I mean, he just had his regular trials and tribulations of dad. Like, I appreciate that he did apologize to the people that he needed to apologize to. I appreciate that he told the story about him and Grace. Honestly, it wasn't that fucking bad. I mean, it was bad. I mean, as a marriage, it was bad because you basically mentally and physically cheated on your wife. But the thing about marriage is, if you're not speaking, constantly communicating when you grow, because you have to grow together and you have to check in. I feel like you have to check in with your mate. Like, so what's up with you now? What's up with you now? You don't like that no more? Cool, we not doing that. What's up with you? Oh, you like to do this now? All right, cool. Like, if you're not doing that, this is what's gonna happen. You absolutely need to check in with your spouse to see what's good with y'all, because people aren't the same. People don't be the same. People have different priorities, whereas her might have been cool with how he was rolling with the football in the beginning, but then they had kids, and you kind of got to be more around, and maybe she didn't communicate that properly to him. And I mean, you heard him. You heard how he felt, and it is what it is. Next. I'm gonna go Spencer, but before I go Spencer, shout out to Little Fizz getting his little cameo. I mean, he might as well. B2K is broken up. You gotta get that cash, bruh. Get that cash. Shout out to Little Fizz though. Get your acting on, bruh. Get your acting on. I mean, you acting Love and Hip Hop too, so. But anyways, get your movie credit on, okay? I don't think you get credits for Love and Hip Hop. Whatever. Shout out to Little Fizz. But Spencer. So Spencer, I thoroughly enjoy Spencer's character, but he gotta chill. He is suffering from, I'm the man of the house, or I'm the savior, and he doesn't worry about himself enough. So he's definitely struggling with a lot of things internally, especially after his dad died. So Corey ends up dying. He does get sick. He leaves again, which has Spencer in a tailspin. And once they find him, they find out that he's sick, and he ends up dying while they're at camp. They're not at camp. They want to go pick him up from the house that he was at. So he ends up dying, but you know, Spencer doesn't really deal with things, emotional things, which that's what people do in the hood. They do not deal with their emotional baggage. They try to like focus on something else ahead, when sometimes you just gotta sit in that shit and figure out what's what and then move on with life. So Spencer is dealing with the death of his dad. He ends up quitting football. And we all know that was just like I'm trying to be like my dad. He's not here no more. Let me try to do something else. He really loved football. Like, he got to stop fronting. And he ends up stop fronting. However, before he stopped fronting, he gets shot. Mixed up in that Coop shit. I mean, he was helping her, which, you know, she tells on Tyrone. Tyrone gets out of jail. And obviously, he wants revenge. So he's going back and forth and doing stuff to the people that she loves. So he definitely puts a hit out on Spencer. He gets shot. And now Spencer is out to prove something. So he's like overdoing it to get back on the field. And, you know, that's what athletes do. I'm happy they tap in real good with the athletes. Well, we have a lot of football movies out here, so we kind of already know what's good with the athletes. The special treatment, the drugs, and all that bullshit. So we kind of already know, but, you know, it's good to see it from both sides at the same time. Like, people who grew up with money and people who didn't grow up with money, that both are equally good. Or shit, in this situation, Spencer is actually the kind of like the best one on the team. So the one who's the most in poverty, I guess you could say, actually is the best player. So what else happens with Spencer? Oh, him and Layla, you know, they love each other. He helps her as well. She's dealing with depression. I mean, honestly, he is too. He's one of those people whose energy attracts what you're going through. And I mean, honestly, he was kind of depressed as well. So, but I'm happy that they looked out for her, got her treatment that she needed, because that's important. She definitely was dealing with absentee parent, which is common in the African American community. We don't like to talk about it. We always try to act like it ain't nothing, but we all know somebody dealing with absentee parents, or a parent that thinks the money that they give, the child support or the cash that they hand to their kids all the time, is a good replacement. It's not. So, I mean, they got along because she was dealing with daddy issues, he was dealing with daddy issues, and you see how that goes together. What else happens with him? Oh, so as he comes back, they do win the state championships, I believe. And they find out that South Crenshaw is closing, which, you know, that's where he came from. That's where he actually lives at. And he wants to help, because that's what he does. That's in his nature. He wants to help them. So he volunteers to re-enroll into South Crenshaw and play on their football team to get them more money and more scouts to come to that school and help them stay open and not turn into a magnet school. So that's another thing that tapped into the gentrification, because that school was kind of like a lot of the male and female, but mostly the male counterparts, his male counterparts of his community. That was their outlet. Going to school, playing football, that's what kept them out of trouble. And once you change that up, it kind of like, one, fucks with them mentally, because you're taking away the one thing that they had. You get what I'm saying? And that then turns them to doing things that they aren't supposed to be doing, because that's what's next. That's the other outlet. Because now, I'm not busy with school and football, so I might as well do this, because now I got the free time. Feel me? I don't think they understand that when they come into these communities and take it over. You can't take over the positive things, because then that's when you get hoodlums. Hello? All right, so what else happens with Spencer? Of course, because he wanted to get back on that field so quick, he kept acting like he wasn't hurt. Bruh, I'm about to fuck yourself up. But athletes do that. Athletes try to fake the funk and keep the show on the road, which is understandable. You do, but sometimes you can't, especially with that type of sport, because all that sport does is continually injure you. But I fucks with Spencer, you know, I like his dialogue with his mom. Well, all these kids got smart ass mouths, if we being honest. But I like that his dynamics with his brother, his little brother, of course, because he still acts like, you know, he's everybody's dad. So he looks out for Coop, he looks out for Dylan, he looks out for Layla, Olivia, Jordan. He's looking out for everybody, Chris, literally everybody. But I mean, everybody has that one friend that looks out for everybody, so can't blame him. But yeah, good things happening with that kid. Let's talk about cotillions. Olivia ends up doing one, and like, what is that shit? I feel like that's like lightweight arranged dating, because I mean they not married now, but it seems like in a way they kind of like already like putting them with a guy or something, like really early in age. I don't know a lot about cotillions because I didn't do that. I was kind of a tomboy, so that wasn't my thing. But in the comments, tell me more about cotillions and shit. Like, what's that all about? I need more information. But shout out to Olivia doing that podcast, you know, to get the voices heard of people that's going through things that won't necessarily get to shine. That's the dope of her. And she's kind of like ahead of her time. That generation is ahead of their time. They're not waiting for somebody to tell them it's okay to do something. They're getting fucking popping. So shout outs to them. She also just deals with a little bit of depression. I'm happy that she didn't really relapse. And of course, Spencer was there for her per usual. He was there when the shooting happened. He saved her when she was about to take the drugs and decided, oh, I'm gonna do alcohol instead because everybody's leaving for the summer. And he was there to save her then. Hopefully she like gets over the addiction. I know it's an everyday battle, but you know, hopefully she gets to a place that she's good. Next, Jordan is a spoiled rich kid. He definitely was acting out because he was the captain of the football team, and you know, he got his little money, parents' money, and I just want to do what I want because I'm acting out because my parents is going through it and I'm sad. So, you know, everybody act like they can't show emotions, and he's acting out, being a jerk. Even up until Simone tells him that, well, lies and tells him that the baby is his. It's not, and he still steps up because he likes her, which is cool. And they end up, you know, being together, and he takes good care of her, which is really nice of him. He definitely doesn't have to do that, especially since she lied in the beginning. And I mean, that's dope of him. They finally got it together. He got his relationship together with his dad, with Billy. And I feel like next season he'll still be a good that's gonna play out well. That's gonna be another layer on the show that, like, a teen mom and dad, like, that's gonna be another good layer to add to the show next season. I like how they ended that with them. That was good. Who's left? Coop starts her rap career finally. I mean, obviously with the help of Patience. Patience is a dope girlfriend for her. She definitely holds her down. Coop is kind of weak though. I will agree. Oh, you know who else was in there? Lawrence Tate brother. I like he getting his shine too. He was in season 1 though. But anyway, Coop is kind of weak. She definitely talks the talk. She sometimes cannot walk the walk. She's jealous of Patience and Patience's ex. She's jealous that Layla's dad was more interested in Patience than her. Anything that comes up, you know, gang related, she didn't need to do that. Again, that's another example of she didn't have nothing else to do. Her parents was, you know, dogging her in season 1 about being gay. But in season 2, now her mom has accepted her, brought her back in the house, which I so happy that that happened, because the mom definitely gave off the toxic parent vibe with the whole "you gay, you can't be here," blah blah. But I'm happy that they holding her down this season, and even when Tyrone comes out, the community still holds Coop down because they see where she's coming from. Tyrone was a bully. Tyrone was definitely killing people for no fucking reason. And the community did come together and hold Coop down, which was dope. But she does end up with her rap career. Layla's that dude, what's his name? JP Keating, does offer her a rap deal and a record deal. She does decline to go with Layla because Layla does need something to do, because she's still in the very beginning stages of recovering from depression, and she definitely needs something to do. So that's dope for them. Everybody ends up in a pretty good spot. I like that. I like how they got everybody's situation together and then pulled it all back full circle, but left us with things that is going to unfold in season 3. Like, boom, the wrap up was that Billy ends up moving back out. Laura acts a little butthurt about it, but she's the one who served him with separation papers. So, boom, Billy moves out to his own crib. He's trying to create a co-parenting dynamic with Laura and the kids. I mean, they're old enough to be able to do that. Spencer re-enrolls in South Crenshaw to play football for them to keep that school open. He then asks Billy to coach for South Crenshaw, which we know he's gonna do. He doesn't want to stop coaching. He just wanted that bullshit of that school to stop, which understandable. Coop and Layla goes off on tour. Patience goes on tour with JP, and that rap career goes through. Tyrone actually gets killed. Sean's mother kills him, and that dynamic of the hood is done. Jordan leaves and spends some time, I think, at Simone's parents' house or whatever. I can't remember exactly where they went, but he's off with Simone, help her with her baby and be in this cute little relationship. Laura ends up being a DA, and Grace and Dylan, they just over there chilling. Oh, and let's not forget that the character that they introduced was Darnell, which was Corey's ex-girlfriend's son. What does he do? Oh, he plays for South Crenshaw, and Spencer, because he's playing with South Crenshaw, is to help him basically continue with his football career so he could get into UCLA. So, I mean, the fact that they even introduced colleges into this was great. Like, I really like this show. CW, you doing your thing. I mean, I would suggest that you just put it on Netflix. I mean, we just at this era where we don't watch shows every week. We just don't do it. And we'd rather binge watch it on something. And I don't even think you could watch CW on demand. Could you? I'm not sure. I don't have on demand. I stream the fuck out of everything. So, I mean, it's on Netflix. I'm not even sure when season 2 came out, but it's out on Netflix now. So that's all that matters. But that's all I got. That's how I'm giving it up for All American season 2. Can't wait for season 3 to come out because I really like this show. I literally binge watched it basically in a day, if we being honest, because we got the coronavirus going on here and everybody's in the house. So that's what I've been watching. What have you been watching? Tell me in the comments. I'll watch it to see if I mess with it, and if it's good, we'll be back to do another review. Just give me any shows in the comments. It doesn't have to necessarily be on Netflix. I mess with Hulu, Amazon Prime. Just put some shows in the comments. Could be a movie as well. I'll take a look at it and see how I like it and give you some feedback. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, because we know, let's not play here. We know that you watched this whole ass video, and when you get done, it's a whole nother video about to roll on up. So you're gonna watch that one too. You better. And just subscribe. Thumbs up this video. Thumbs up the next video you're about to watch. Subscribe to your girl. IamFeeTV. Oh, and this is Rhonda Jane, Flagrant City. Check them out. The link will be in the comments. That's my girl. Oh, I do have a discount code. I will put it in the comments with the link. Federal agents mad because I'm flagrant. Hello. Shout out to you, Rhonda. Get that merch from over there. They got, Rhonda Jane definitely got some cute clothes over there too. So I'm going to put the link to both of those websites in the comments. Check them out. Come back and check me out. IamFeeTV. I'll holla. Peace.